Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. It has been some time, but I'm out here again, and I'm actually back at my 1750 Fort permission, and I'm really excited because there's a field that's here was cut sometime, over maybe the end of the summer. It's very little grow back, and it's a field I've never metal detected in before. I've been metal detecting here for years and years. I've never been in this field because it's always been so brushed up. But today I'm here seeing what's out here, and I hope you enjoy the dig. So stay tuned. Okay, this is my first hole, and very high squeaker, but it looks to be like some kind of knife handle, maybe something. I mean, it still has wood on it, which is insane, and an iron piece. So it could have been farm something or other and not a knife. It seems like it would have been kind of thick, but not too thick to be that. Can't really tell, but it's an interesting piece. It's very deep. I had to get way down in there to get it, but anyway, that's exciting for something that I've never dug, maybe. But very cool. The fact that it still has wood on it makes it so unique. It's very awesome. Well, here's my second target. I'm really trying to potentially film everything. I don't know, just because I think it's interesting to be out in this field that, again, never been in, but I think I have got some roundness, but I think it's a button. It might be an old one. I don't know. Gotta be a button. Yeah, it's a button. Sweet. Super sweet. Very cool. Doubt there's anything on it, but of course I'll get it a brush and just to see. But awesome find. Awesome find. Pretty deep signal here. Not sure what it is. I haven't found it yet. It got a little scratchy once I popped the plug, but oh, come on. I've had a couple signals that I've dug down for it, and I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting something. But I couldn't find them. And, they weren't good enough to keep going after. I'm afraid that might happen again. Oh, I might see some iron. Yeah, I can see it. It's a nail. Caught it off the edge. Good old bent nail. Not old either. Stinker. Oh well. There's just a few power poles on this property. And, you gotta swing around them just because you got to. And you always find something that has to do with whatever they're doing and using to, attach the lines and whatnot. Of course, I get a hole or I get a signal and it's good. And it's like, man, I know it's just going to be some copper crap from them putting up these lines. But it was better than that. Unbelievable, too. Tomback, baby. That's a nice one. Too bad it's broke. Because like shanks busted on it. That last button I got, or the first button I got, I guess I should say, that was my first button of 2024, which is very cool. And this is my first tomback, which is nice, It's very cool. So there's things out here, which is so exciting. Kind of leaves your mind open to what in the world you might discover. So that's awesome. As a digger, you always find these rocks out in fields, and you always have to check around them. And sometimes you get hits, sometimes you don't, but you always wonder, man, was this a spot they buried something? This could be the case. I'll show you the signal I'm getting. It's definitely iffy. But who knows? We got to check it out. We'll be right back. Well, pop the plug, and it changed on me a good bit. I don't know what it is, but it sounds more like iron now than it does anything. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I see it. It is. It's a nail, but it is a square nail. Doesn't look to be a real old one, but doesn't look like a rose head. It might be. Who knows? But it's a nail. Well, next hole just got a nice D buckle. That's pretty cool. I did not think it was going to be even this good, to be honest. Not that this is great, but it was like right on the surface. And ringing super high, thinking can or aluminum or something. But it's D buckle. Well, I'm still out in the field, kind of just gritting all over the place. But right over here is where I found my first button. And I'm kind of back in this area and just got a pretty good signal. I'll let you listen to this. I already popped the plug, obviously, but yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it's kind of like right in a bullet range, but it might be another button. It could be modern too, because there are deer hunters that frequent this property. So we'll see. Just knock it out. No, I see the staining. Look at that. It's another button. The same, almost the same size as the first one. That's cool. Sorry for the shoddy camera work. This would be just another flat button. Got some special there on the back. That's pretty cool. It seems thicker than the first one. Here's the first one. Boy, they are close. Let's see here. A little thicker, maybe from a different group, but nonetheless, that's another button for the mix. Awesome stuff. Oh boy, something just awesome happened, and potentially super awesome. Just had this kind of iffy signal. Really thought it was going to be a bullet because of the hunters. I've dug a couple out in here, and I can see one dime. Silver, baby. Now, I've dug one or two, maybe just one, seeded. I've never, ever dug a barber. I couldn't even think of the name because I never dig them. It could be that. It's pretty deep, so it's probably a seeded, but we got to check this out. You know, I have never, ever dug a silver coin on this place. I hope for goodness sakes I didn't hit it. It looks like it's got a pretty nasty smear on it. Oh, man. Let me see if I can get it right. There, you can definitely see where it says dime. It looks like it's a seed. What is that? Holy smokes, it is a barber. My first barber. It happened. I can't believe it happened. 1916. Oh my gosh. My very first barber anything. This is insane. Craziness. Craziness. It's a looker too. Oh my gosh. Barber. That's insane. My first one ever. I'm gonna get it properly cleaned up and come back. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. All right, just got it cleaned up. Man, this is insane. I've been digging for not a terribly long time, but enough years that I should have gotten one of these things by now. But today was the day. Today it happened. That's insane. I know nothing about them, so I don't know if it's a good one, bad one, but it's mine. That's all that really matters. My very first barber anything. What a bucket lister for me. I know, guys, one of my good buddies, Greg, you know, he's dug tons and tons of them. My first one ever. Holy smokes. Yes. Well, I had to swing back around the power pole here, and look, I got what normally happens this time. That's what you normally find around these things. My tom back button's like right there. But I got the normal, usual suspect. Well, that's gonna wrap it up here today. I did a lot of crisscrossing back and forth. Certainly, and I came across a few other signals. There's definitely more out there to dig. It's not that big. I mean, it's maybe a 3-acre field, maybe a 2-acre field. I don't know. But I definitely didn't cover it all. Looking forward to coming back and seeing what else is out here. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I did it. I did it. I can't believe it has been so long. But I got him. I got him.